Derek Bieri, the genius behind Vice Grip Garage, has faced a roller coaster of life changes that few could imagine. From restoring rusty cars to winning millions of hearts, his path seemed unstoppable until the cracks started to show. How did unexpected controversies turn his dream life into something far more complicated? Tune in as we uncover the twists that changed everything for this automotive icon in ways he never saw coming. The driving force behind Vice Grip Garage wasn't the kind of guy you'd expect to fall in love with cars. Born in Minot, North Dakota, on May 16, 1984, he grew up on a farm. Forget about the love for cars that some folks claim to have had since they were born. He learned something a bit different: the importance of fixing things with whatever he had around. His dad and grandpa fixed everything they owned: machines, appliances, you name it. They didn't run out to replace something unless they had to, and this mindset shaped how he approached cars later on. Before we get into this, it's clear that Derek's path to car restoration wasn't just about fixing things. It came from a moment far more profound than anyone could have imagined. Growing up, he got handy with more than just tools. Welding, manufacturing, and fixing cars with whatever bits he could find became his skills, and they helped him break into managing auto shops and doing custom car builds. He wasn't the type to go to school for all that either. Hands-on work was worth way more to him than what a textbook could teach. So, he got his hands dirty and learned things the hard way from his own mistakes. In 2007, he decided to bring his passion online. That's when Vice Grip Garage started popping up on YouTube. Inspired by other car content he found online, he decided to throw his hat into the ring. His big break came when he restored a 1969 Camaro Z28. People loved it, and it became clear that his straightforward, down-to-earth style, plus the way he saved cars most folks would have junked, was catching on. Vice Grip Garage's rise wasn't an overnight sensation, but his way of finding old, neglected cars and giving them a new lease on life resonated. It wasn't just about the car, it was about telling a story and showing folks that with some elbow grease, you could bring anything back to life. His channel kept growing, and today, Vice Grip Garage is a must-watch for anyone who likes to get their hands dirty with car restoration. No fancy tools or complicated language, just a guy and a passion for cars. There's no denying his path had a lot of turns. He wasn't always a YouTube star. For years, he put aside his love of cars for corporate life. Yes, he went from grease-stained jeans to a suit and tie. His days were spent in meetings, and his nights still saw him tinkering with cars in the garage, trying to stay connected to his passion. But eventually, even he couldn't ignore the calling of the garage. He packed away his suits, said goodbye to boardrooms, and followed what really made him happy: saving old cars. Fast forward to today, he's back to doing what he loves most. With over 2 million subscribers and counting, Vice Grip Garage is a massive hit. His story, from a farm in North Dakota to a YouTube star in Tennessee, proves that you can rewrite your story anytime. People think of luxury as money and fancy things, but he found luxury in freedom, the freedom to do what he loves on his own terms every single day. When he left behind the corporate world, he was already a respected name. He had led teams, been a company president, and done well for himself, but it wasn't making him happy. He realized that sitting behind a desk, making deals, and wearing suits wasn't what he wanted. So, he made a huge decision: he quit and swapped all that for garage life. It wasn't just about working on cars, it was about finding joy and purpose in doing what he truly loved. Connecting with people, sharing what he loved, and making every day a little more fun. Most people see success as being able to buy expensive stuff. For him, success was about stepping away from all of that and getting back to what truly made him smile. Imagine being able to walk away from a job you never liked in the first place and being able to live comfortably while pursuing your true passion. He's doing exactly that, and it's all thanks to his YouTube channel. Today, he's living a life many people only dream of. Launching Vice Grip Garage wasn't his first move in the car world. The passion was always there, simmering below the surface even when he was busy working corporate jobs. It all started with a Camaro Z28, that's the car that changed everything. Filming himself without fancy cameras or professional editing, he set up a broken iPhone to capture what he did, and folks loved it. That first video wasn't perfect, but it was real. He was upfront, he was no expert, and he was just sharing what he did. People connected to that honesty. Leaving his stable office job wasn't easy, but what came next changed his life and brought old forgotten cars back to the spotlight. Since then, his videos have racked up millions of views. His YouTube success brought in money, sure, but it also opened up new opportunities. Before long, he wasn't just a YouTuber, he had his own TV show on Motor Trend called Roadworthy Rescues. The Vice Grip Garage brand expanded, and it wasn't long before he was selling merch, tools, and car supplies, all while keeping his focus on doing what he loved. So, what does he do with all his earnings? It's simple, he buys more cars and takes care of his family. His collection of cars keeps growing, and when he's not in the garage, he's spending time with his family. This isn't just a hobby or a way to make money, it's his entire lifestyle, and his family is right there with him every step of the way. It was late 2021 when he made a big move that left a lot of fans surprised. He packed up his family and moved from Minnesota to Tennessee. Why? It was all about finding a better way to live, a place with a more comfortable lifestyle, less commuting, and more time with family. He talked about the move on his second YouTube channel, Vice Grip Lodge. Tennessee offered cheaper living compared to Minnesota, but more importantly, it offered a better quality of life. In Minnesota, he was spending over an hour driving to work every day, that added up to around 30 days a year just commuting. It was time that could be better spent with his family or working on cars. In Tennessee, he set up a new shop just a short drive from home, giving him more time to be with the ones he loves and work on what he enjoys, sometimes putting in an incredible 130 hours a week on car projects. Another bonus, Tennessee has milder winters compared to Minnesota. That meant he could keep working on his projects without a 3-month winter break. It's no wonder he chose Tennessee, a better climate, more time with family, and more opportunities to pursue his passion. And when it comes to racing, Tennessee's central location makes it the perfect place for motorsports, something he has gotten more into in recent years. Speaking of racing, his interest in it has grown a lot. In 2021, he jumped into competitive racing at the Midwest Drags event. His first experience was driving a lowered ice cream truck, more for fun than anything else, but it lit a spark. The real excitement came when he entered Rocky Mountain Race Week with his Mustang, affectionately called El Toro. Hitting 8-second runs, he found himself diving deeper into the racing world. It's not just the thrill of racing that keeps him coming back, it's the community, the drag and drive events, the friendships, and the shared passion that make it all worthwhile. His love of cars isn't just about fixing them, it's about pushing them to the limit on the track and being part of something bigger. In recent races, his 1972 Chevy Chevelle, known as Independence, has been a highlight. Independence isn't just a car, it's a symbol for him. It's a little rough around the edges, a bit worn down, but it keeps going. That's why it's called Independence after all, it's about resilience, something he knows all too well. Over the years, he has scratched his racing itch without breaking the bank. He's always aimed to show people that car restoration and racing aren't just for the wealthy, they are for anyone with the drive to get their hands dirty. Vice Grip Garage is a testament to that. His videos aren't flashy or filled with high-dollar parts, they're about getting by with what you have, just like he did growing up. His path with Vice Grip Garage eventually caught the attention of Motor Trend, and in 2022, he got his own reality TV show called Roadworthy Rescues. It was a natural step up from his YouTube channel, where Vice Grip Garage focused on projects without tight timelines. Roadworthy Rescues put him under the pressure of getting cars fixed up in a shorter amount of time. In the first episode, he brought a 1967 Mustang back to life, a car that had been left to rot for nearly 30 years. Each rescue is a new challenge, and viewers love watching him hit the road to find forgotten cars. From bringing old cars back to life to facing unexpected challenges, Derek's path shows how hard work can lead to incredible things. Despite his growing fame, he hasn't avoided a few rumors and controversies. Talks about a Vice Grip Garage lawsuit floated around, but there was nothing to it. Some confusion came after he referred to a 1965 Chevy C10 as the lawsuit, which led to some misunderstanding. The one real bad incident happened when someone stole a pricey carburetor from his farm. In response, the family offered a $5,000 reward for information leading to the culprit. The driving force behind Vice Grip Garage doesn't just restore cars, he knows a good opportunity when he sees one. Some of the cars he works on are kept, others are sold to keep the channel going. The content on Vice Grip Garage is always fresh, from full restorations to custom builds. He started a new series called Will It Run and Drive?, where he tests out old vehicles, and it's quickly become a fan favorite. The Bieri family is a big part of Vice Grip Garage. His wife Jessica helps behind the scenes, and their 3 sons are growing up in the garage too. Derek Bieri's journey with Vice Grip Garage has become more than just a personal passion, it's a family affair. His youngest son, Bentley, already has his own YouTube channel, Little Grip Garage, where he works on go-karts and dirt bikes. Bentley's channel may be small compared to Vice Grip Garage, but it already has a dedicated audience, and it's clear that Derek is passing down his skills and passion to the next generation. Bentley is taking after his dad, tackling projects like customizing a golf cart or fixing his go-kart. It's all about getting his hands dirty and learning in the same hands-on way his father did. His channel is proof that the Bieri family's love for cars won't stop anytime soon. Derek's approach to car restoration and racing has inspired thousands and is now helping Bentley carry on the family tradition. Bentley is already making his mark, and Derek hopes the next generation will take everything they've learned and do even better. Vice Grip Garage may have started with just Derek and his passion, but it has grown into something that includes his entire family, and it's clear the Bieri name will continue to be part of the car world for years to come. Derek's path to YouTube stardom hasn't been straightforward, from farm life in North Dakota to the corporate world and now to his success with Vice Grip Garage. His journey is a testament to following his own terms. Whether he's wrenching on a rust bucket or sharing a laugh with his kids, Derek embodies what it means to be a true car enthusiast. It's not about the money or the fame, it's about a genuine love for what he does and sharing that passion with others. His path hasn't always been easy. There were long hours, sacrifices, and times when success seemed far off, but he stayed true to himself. His authenticity has connected him with his audience, making people come back to his channel time after time. He's never sought to be the biggest or most polished. He's just a guy who loves cars and wants to share that love with others. His story dates back to when he first started working on cars as a teenager, using whatever spare parts he could find. There were plenty of failures before success, but those early experiences taught him lessons he carried into Vice Grip Garage. It's not about having the best tools or the perfect plan, it's about getting in there and trying. That's why people respect him. A significant part of Derek's journey is his connection to his family. From his dad and grandpa teaching him how to fix things to his wife and kids playing active roles in Vice Grip Garage, family is at the heart of his story. His wife Jessica helps run the channel and keeps everything organized behind the scenes. She's a huge part of why Vice Grip Garage has been successful. And now Derek is passing on that knowledge to his sons just as his dad did for him. As Derek's love for cars became a family effort, the next part of his story shows how they all work together to make something amazing. Bentley is already on his way to becoming the next generation of car enthusiasts in the Bieri family, and Little Grip Garage is a great way for him to learn the ropes while building his own following. It's not just about cars, it's about learning responsibility, problem solving, and the value of hard work. Derek has always believed in the power of hands-on learning, and he's making sure Bentley gets the same experience. Vice Grip Garage has become more than just a YouTube channel, it's a movement. It shows people that you don't need to be rich or have a fancy shop to work on cars. All you need is some basic tools, a willingness to learn, and a lot of determination. The channel is filled with tips and tricks for doing things on a budget. Derek isn't afraid to show his mistakes, and his honesty is a big reason for his popularity. There have been challenges along the way, keeping up with content creation, running a business, and making time for family, but Derek has managed to balance it all. Moving to Tennessee was a key part of that. It gave him more time to focus on what mattered most, his family and his passion for cars. Another key to his success is his connection with his fans. Derek makes an effort to engage with his audience, whether through comments on videos or meeting people at events. He knows that without his fans, Vice Grip Garage wouldn't be what it is today, and he's always been grateful for their support, which shows in everything he does. Derek's love for cars isn't just about the machines themselves, it's about the stories they tell. Every car he works on has its own history, and Derek loves uncovering that history and bringing it back to life. Whether it's a car that's been sitting in a field for decades or a classic in need of some TLC, Derek treats each project with the respect it deserves. He knows these cars mean something to people, and he wants to do them justice. Over the years, his collection of cars has grown, from muscle cars to old trucks. Each vehicle has its own story, and Derek loves sharing those stories with his audience. It's not about having the most expensive or rarest cars, it's about finding something that speaks to him and bringing it back to life. When a project is done, there's no better feeling than seeing it hit the road again. One of Derek's favorite things to do is take a car that's been written off by others and show that it still has life left. He's always drawn to the underdogs, the cars that others have given up on. It's a challenge, but it's one Derek loves, and it's part of what makes Vice Grip Garage so special. Derek doesn't just see a rusty old car, he sees potential. He sees a story that's not over yet. As Vice Grip Garage continues to grow, Derek has no plans of slowing down. He's always looking for the next project, the next car that needs saving, and he's excited to keep sharing that journey with his audience. Derek's story proves that you don't need to follow the traditional path to find success, you just need to be willing to work hard, take risks, and stay true to who you are. Derek Bieri's path is far from over. There are still plenty of cars out there that need saving, and Derek is just the guy to do it. From rusted frames hidden in barns to forgotten classics left in overgrown fields, every car tells a story worth hearing. Derek has built something truly special with Vice Grip Garage, a community of car lovers who appreciate the value of hard work, determination, and a little bit of elbow grease. Through his passion and skill, Derek reminds us that even the most broken-down machines can roar back to life. And as long as there are cars that need rescuing, you can bet Derek will be there, wrench in hand, ready to bring them back to life. Did Derek Bieri's move to Tennessee spark a fresh start, or was it a sign of deeper troubles he's yet to reveal? Tell us your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.